it's time to move on to Autoimmune Utah All-22. And about that, I didn't mention this yet, but I actually do have a law for Autoimmune Utah All. It's because there is someone who is interested in removing our studio for shooting the future movie of this topic. I'll explain a little bit later, but if one of the topics aren't the way I was expecting it to be, I file for bankruptcy. If I file twice, I retire Autoimmune Utah All. So what I'm talking about is that this topic is a virtual YouTube school, and their mascot is the birds and ducks or whatever. And there are some speech bubbles there. And I've heard Daniel Kampman actually has narrated one of them. And if he didn't read what it said in those speech bubbles, I'll file for bankruptcy. Anyways, what I meant is that this is also being adapted into a movie. We got it approved in 30 hours, and we will start shooting the first scenes later this season, and plan to be released in summer or fall. And by the way, Tyler Messier is also shooting another movie that will save in part 2. So actually I'm not gonna save it because the first one is actually the first. I think is also called the first 40 film by Tyler Messier. So what I'm saying is it is the same thing as West America and the Universe, but everything that's small, very small, that no one can see them if the characters were in real life. So we don't know when it's gonna be released or anything about that, but what we do know is that there could be voice actors. If there isn't, then then we will select the castings for. Then we will select the casting for that movie. And by the way, the only thing is that, they are shooting the set that they are shooting it in, where they animate the movie and stuff like that, is in a secret room on the second story. But the reason why they need this is because this is gonna be for I'm not saying they're gonna need this area, the area that I'm in. They want me to retire Autoimmune Utah All, so they can expand the set that way for the next Tyler Messier film. So my studio won't be there if I file for bankruptcy twice. So I guess I will just continue on with this. I will continue on with this, and then this is part 1 of of K in a nutshell. So let's go ahead and move on to that topic, and I'll see you in the next one.